Blood Road, the haunting of Clinton Road, New Jersey. The road that shouldn't exist. They say America's scariest stories don't happen in haunted houses or cursed graveyards. They happen on the roads we drive every day. And no road has inspired more terror, more legends, and more sleepless nights than Clinton Road in West Milford, New Jersey. It's only 10 miles long. 10 miles of winding pavement through thick forest, disconnected from the world. But those 10 miles are enough to turn headlights into nightmares, and car doors into fragile shields against the unknown. Some call it cursed, some call it a gateway. But everyone agrees, Clinton Road is not just another stretch of highway. It's something else. And once you enter, you may never leave the same way again. A reputation of fear. Clinton Road is more than just a spooky rumor whispered at campfires. It has a reputation so dark that even seasoned police officers admit they avoid patrolling it after midnight. For decades, reports have flooded in. Cars stalling for no reason. A phantom truck that appears suddenly in the rearview mirror and chases drivers until it vanishes. Strange lights darting between the trees, and shadows that linger in places where no human should stand. But at the center of it all, one legend rises above the rest. The story of the ghost boy at the bridge. The ghost boy's curse. The legend begins decades ago. Some say the boy drowned while swimming in the murky water beneath the bridge. Others claim he was struck by a passing car while standing too close to the road. Whatever the truth, locals insist his spirit never moved on, and they dare each other to test the curse. The ritual is simple. Stand on the bridge, drop a coin into the dark water below, and wait. Because if the boy is there, that coin will not stay gone. It will come back. Not tossed by a friend, not carried by the current, but placed, cold and wet, right beside your feet. A night of terror. One summer evening, a group of teenagers decided to test the legend for themselves. They laughed as their car rattled down Clinton Road, its headlights cutting through an endless wall of trees. The deeper they went, the quieter it became. No birds, no insects, not even the wind. Only the hum of the tires on asphalt. When they reached the bridge, the driver stopped. The engine idled nervously, sputtering as if resisting the place itself. "Do it," one whispered. Another pulled out a coin and flicked it into the black water below. Seconds passed. Nothing. Then, clink. A coin rolled across the bridge and stopped near the driver's shoe. It was wet, cold. The very same coin. The laughter stopped. The air grew heavy, pressing against their lungs. And then they saw him. A pale boy standing just beyond the glow of the headlights. His clothes dripped with water. His eyes were hollow. He didn't move, didn't blink. One of the teens gasped. Another reached for the car door handle. But in the instant they looked back, he was gone. The car engine died. The headlights flickered out, and from the woods came the sound of splashing water, though the stream beneath the bridge was still. Moments later, the engine roared back to life on its own, headlights blazing. The driver slammed the gas. They didn't stop until they were miles away. To this day, none of them speak of that night without trembling. The phantom truck. But the boy is only one terror Clinton Road holds. Many drivers tell of a phantom truck, a massive, roaring machine that appears suddenly in the mirror. Its headlights blind, its horn screams, and no matter how fast you drive, it stays just inches behind. Some say it runs drivers off the road. Others claim it disappears the moment you stop the car, leaving nothing but the echo of an engine that isn't there. One trucker once swore that he was chased for over 2 miles by a black pickup with shattered headlights. When he finally pulled over in terror, the road behind him was empty, and the pavement was covered in burn marks as though tires had screeched across it seconds before. Witches and rituals. If you wander too far from the road into the thick woods, you'll find ruins scattered in the undergrowth. Stone foundations, broken walls, the remains of places that should have been forgotten. But some claim they aren't forgotten at all. Stories say witches gather here, conducting midnight rituals. Visitors report finding circles of candles, strange markings carved into trees, and the stench of burning flesh. And those who linger too long swear they hear chanting carried on the wind, chanting that doesn't stop, even after they run back to their cars. Cross Castle and the shadows. Deeper still lies the ruins of Cross Castle, a crumbling stone structure that once stood proud but now seems swallowed by the earth itself. Hikers who dare approach at night speak of glowing eyes in the windows, of demonic figures stalking the shadows. Some even claim to feel hands pressing against their chests, holding them in place as whispers crawl through their ears. There are stories of visitors collapsing without warning. When they awake, hours have passed and they remember nothing, except the feeling of being watched. Things in the woods. And then there are the creatures. Hunters and travelers report seeing something cross the road in the dead of night. Not deer, not bear. Something larger, something walking upright but not human. Glowing yellow eyes that linger too long, clawed hands that vanish into the trees. One man once said he saw a figure run beside his car for nearly a quarter mile, keeping pace at 40 miles per hour. When he finally dared to look, it smiled, and then it was gone. The road that breathes fear. Clinton Road is more than just a collection of ghost stories. It feels alive. Engines fail here, not from rust but from something deeper. Bones lose signal, clocks freeze, and time itself seems to bend. Drivers swear the road is longer at night. That 10 miles stretches into hours. And when they finally reach the end, their gas tanks are lower than they should be, as if they had been driving much further. So what is Clinton Road really? A haunted stretch of asphalt, a cursed passage through the woods, or a doorway into something darker? Whatever the truth, one thing is certain. If you find yourself in New Jersey and your GPS guides you toward Clinton Road, turn back. Because if you don't, you may find yourself facing the boy at the bridge. You may hear the phantom truck's horns screaming behind you. You may see glowing eyes waiting in the ruins of Cross Castle. And if you hear a clink on the pavement after tossing a coin into the water, don't pick it up. Don't even look. Because some stories aren't just told, they're waiting. And Clinton Road is waiting for you.